They look like this.
Yes. What is it?
Le Sharktopus? Dude, seriously, you don't have internet? The damn thing has a Twitter account.
He already followed me back.
You will bring me the creature's heart. Off you go.
Hello everyone, welcome to an all-new movie review. So this is once again another shark theme review that we're going to be doing in this review today, folks out there in YouTube land and all subsequent social media lands. Oh yeah, we're going to have fun with this. So before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell notification button so you don't miss out on any of the cool, amazing videos I put up for all you wonderful people out there. So let's get right into this awesome 2015 movie review. Welcome all YouTube and social media land people. Welcome to an all-new movie review. So like I was saying before, we're going to be doing a review on a 2015 sequel film, another Syfy channel shark-themed film, and this one happens to be called Sharktopus versus Whalewolf. Oh yeah, Whalewolf. Oh yeah. So Sharktopus vs. Whalewolf came out in 2015, was a direct-to-Syfy channel movie, and I do believe it did get released eventually on DVD. I don't know about Blu-ray, but I do know it got released on DVD. But it's another sequel to the original Sharktopus from 2010. Now, once again, this one is filmed and directed again by the gentleman we all know as Mr. Kevin ONeill. Oh yeah, Kevin ONeill. So Kevin ONeill, like I said in previous ones, he directed such films as Dino Shark and Dino Croc and stuff like that. He directed the other Sharktopus film versus the Terracuda and so forth. But a couple of other films that he's directed that actually I haven't had a chance to see it once again, but look pretty interesting. So the first one I like to talk about is a classic from, I believe, 2012 that came out. And that is called The Attack of the 50-Foot Cheerleader. Oh yeah. So this one I did check out the trailer for, and it looks pretty hilarious. I mean, it's very hilarious. It's along the lines of like The Attack of the 50-Foot Woman with Daryl Hannah. You know, it's that same type of deal. This woman becomes gigantic, and the world's got to be, got to stop her and stuff, shrink her back down and all that kind of good stuff. And it just looks like one of those funny, hilarious kind of B classic along the lines of, like the Daryl Hannah one, like Sharktopus, like, House Shark and stuff like that. It's that type of funny, silly kind of horror comedy film. And it just looks pretty fun. So I'd definitely be looking for that and checking that out eventually. But the second film that he also directed that I like to talk about is a film that came out, I believe it was in the 2010s as well. It's a newer film, or not super new, but I know in the last decade or so it got made. And is another one that takes, heights to an all new level in the horror genre. And that, of course, is a film called Dracano. Oh yeah, Dracano. So basically what this film is about is these volcanoes basically start erupting and open up the earth, and out of the earth comes these ancient dragons that are infused with the volcano's abilities. And it just looks super hilarious from what I saw in the trailer and from what I read about it. This is just a really funny concept. I mean, combining a dragon with a volcano, calling it Dracano, and it's one of those things you're like, where do they come up with these ideas? And you're just like, I wouldn't have thought of this, but at the same time, you're like, I'm actually intrigued to watch this. So definitely be check it out, Dracano. But basically, it's basically about saving the world from these ancient dragons that have volcano powers. Really hilarious looking and hilarious sounding. But when it comes to directing the second sequel in the Sharktopus film franchise, I definitely did feel the love for the last one in this one. I definitely felt this one wasn't created and worked with as well as he did the first one, and I kind of feel like they're like, okay, so you did the first one, can you do this one? And he's like, okay, I'll do that, in between doing other films and stuff like that. And it just seemed like they didn't put as much effort in this one as they did the first one. So I think that his directing wasn't too shabby in it, but at the same time, I just feel that it didn't have the same feel as the predecessor before Sharktopus versus Terracuda. So this film has a really small cast. It wasn't super huge. Not a lot of big names involved in the film. But still, it had one big name in it that I really always enjoy watching his films. And he was a pleasure to see in the film. So to start off this cast, none other than the lead man himself, Mr. Casper Van Dien. Oh yeah! Woo! Casper Van Dien! Woohoo! So Casper Van Dien, we've known for years now. He's done lots of guest spots on different TV shows. He's been in several films over the years. And he's just one of those cool kind of action, guys that's considered very handsome and likable and stuff like that. And he's always just fun to watch in films because he's very, I feel, endearing with his characters. And he's always very he's the hero. He's going to get it for us. And he's going to really kick some butt and stuff like that. And he's always just fun to watch. So a couple films I really enjoyed that he's been in that I have seen are such as the 1997 film directed by Paul Verhoeven. That, of course, is the awesome sci-fi action-packed film Starship Troopers! Oh yeah, Starship Troopers. Oh my god, this movie is so awesome. Remember getting to see this on DVD back when it first came out on DVD. Even as time has gone on, the movie still holds up really well, and I just really like Casper in the film. I thought he really played that main character really amazingly. He just did a really well-rounded job as the character, and I just thought he worked really well with everyone, from Jake Busey, to Denise Richards, Diane Myers, and so forth. And it's just one of those really awesome, sci-fi action-packed films that deals with giant, bugs that they have to destroy and stuff like that. A great gore factor and action factor in that film, and I just really thought it was really fantastic. If you haven't seen Starship Troopers, definitely give it a whirl. Casper Van Dien is really awesome in it. The second film that Casper Van Dien is in that I really enjoyed him in was none other than a great retelling of a great writing classic that Tim Burton ended up making into a film in 1999. And that, of course, is a film called Sleepy Hollow. Ooh, Sleepy Hollow. Absolutely love this movie. It's such an amazing adaptation of the book by, Irving. And, you got the great, amazing Christina Ricci in it, who's gorgeous and beautiful. You got the amazing Johnny Depp in it, Jeffrey Jones, Michael Gambon. This huge cast of people. And Casper Van Dien playing Braun was actually a really cool character, I thought. I thought he did a good job of portraying that character and giving us exactly what we were looking for in that character as well. And his fight sequence in the film were really fun to watch. And I just thought his interactions with everyone, too, were really thought out and really played very well. A really great performance by Casper in that film. If you haven't seen him or seen Sleepy Hollow, definitely check it out, people. It's a horror classic masterpiece. Now, when it comes to his performance in Sharktopus versus Whalewolf, he was the most enjoyable part about the film. I really enjoyed him. He was absolutely hilarious throughout the whole thing. His reactions, his timing, his lines were all just really well delivered, and he was really enjoyable. He's actually one of the reasons why I was able to make it through the film, because this film, unfortunately, I just felt was not as good as the two predecessors. I was really, saddened by that. But Casper was just so amazing at it that it kept me entertained. If you haven't seen him in Sharktopus vs. Whalewolf, definitely check it out. He was really fantastic in it. So that brings me to the second and final actress I'm going to be talking about that was in this film. Because, like I said, this film cast wasn't super huge. And that happens to be actually Casper Van Dien's ex-wife, Katherine Oxenberg! Oh yeah! Katherine Oxenberg! Now, I haven't seen her in many things, and there's only been one film I actually have seen her in, and the movie itself was pretty good, and also starred Casper Van Dien as well. So, that one film happens to be called The Omega Code. Oh yeah, the Omega Code. I feel it's kind of along the lines of the Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons and those films that Tom Hanks has done. And the Omega Code is kind of similar to that in that regard. And it's just a really fun, action-packed type of film. And Katherine Oxenberg is in the film along with Casper Van Dien, and they kind of met on the set, and that's kind of where their relationship kindled. And though in the film, though, the Omega Code, Katherine Oxenberg's character was okay. It wasn't too shabby, and it wasn't too bad. But at the same time, I felt like she could have given more, and I don't think she's really that great of an actress. And I don't feel that she really has a lot of super talent either. I think she's more of just considered a pretty face, I feel. And I feel that really shined through in the Omega Code and in her performances and anything else that I actually have seen her in, which is, is a Sharktopus versus Whalewolf. And, Sharktopus versus Whalewolf, I didn't think her character was that great. I thought it was kind of boring and kind of just there to kind of, make the doctor, mad scientist who turns the person into the Whalewolf and kind of, makes it and creates it and stuff like that. And, her accent wasn't that great and all this stuff. So she wasn't really, that fantastic to watch in the film, and I don't think she really heightened the film at all. But I thought it was interesting that they worked together in this film because this was shortly before they actually ended up getting divorced. And I thought they still worked really well together in the film, at least, to give us that. But definitely, nothing of great significance in her role. She definitely was not my favorite part about the film. So if you're not familiar with what Sharktopus versus Whalewolf is about, basically this time around, the Sharktopus is still on the loose and is out in the ocean doing his thing, and then all of a sudden this mad scientist decides to try to create and evolutionize basically a new weapon, kind of like they did in the second film. But this time around, the mad scientist is just working with this person, this guy, this baseball player, that basically, his career shot because of, he's not performing as well. And basically, she transforms him into this giant wolf slash whale hybrid that now Sharktopus has to battle and fight and stop from, destroying the world, basically. And it's just all around, very hilarious once again, along the lines of that, and just, fun at some points, and just great acting by Casper Van Dien. But other than that, the film just really lacked this time, I feel, in the CGI round and the special effects this time. I feel they didn't put enough effort and, money like they did in the first two previous ones and gave it that same great effect. I was really disappointed with this one. I was expecting this one to be at least as decent as that one because it's directed by the same person and everything. But I was really shocked at, how poorly this one was. So I give this one 2 Golden Movie Boxes up out of 10. And I would highly recommend checking it out just for your own sake to check it out. And to, at least say you watched it once just to complete the trilogy of the Sharktopus films. But other than that, yeah, nothing that great and not my favorite of the series. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and also thank you for being a subscriber. And if this is your first time here, or you have been here before, don't forget to check out the awesome links down below. Especially if you're a huge fan of my channel, and you are looking to help out a guy, or looking to, be more of a fan. Check out the link down below for Patreon, where I put up cool, awesome stuff, such as merchandise and stuff like that. Also, where you can watch bloopers and all kinds of cool stuff, what my next reviews are going to be, and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's something that interests you. Definitely check out that link. And also, if you're a huge horror movie fan like I am, definitely check out that link for the horror pack, where you can get a great mystery box of horror films every month right to your door for a great low price. And you can either get 4 DVDs or 4 Blu-rays, where now they're inserting 4Ks now into the boxes. That's right, 4Ks, people, for a great low price. So, definitely check out that link down below. And if you're interested and want to sign up, hit that link too, so you can get a discount on your first month for being a new-time subscriber. As always, people, catch you in the next one.